Get this. What if I told you the smartest people in the room aren't the ones with the highest IQs, but the ones who are the most humble? It sounds kind of backwards, doesn't it? But seriously, stick with me here, because this one idea might just change how you think about intelligence itself. So, we're going to dive into a really simple but powerful question. Is humility, forget IQ tests, forget fancy degrees, is humility the actual true way to measure how smart someone is? Let's unpack that. And there it is. That's the statement from Alan Spedding that got this whole conversation started. And at first glance, it feels, well, a little off, right? I mean, we usually connect intelligence with confidence, maybe even a little bit of arrogance. But what if we've been looking at this whole thing completely wrong? Okay, so first let's build the case for this idea. Why on earth would anyone claim that humility is the ultimate sign of a brilliant mind? What's the thinking here? Well, the argument for humility really starts with its deep connection to higher-level thinking. See, humility isn't about thinking less of yourself, it's about thinking about your own thinking, what the experts call metacognition. It's having the self-awareness to know where your knowledge ends. And when you have that, you naturally develop a growth mindset. You're suddenly open to new ideas, you welcome feedback, and those are the real hallmarks of a truly sharp intellect. And hey, this is not some new radical idea. We're talking thousands of years ago. Socrates basically said the same thing. True wisdom starts the moment you recognize your own ignorance. That isn't a weakness, folks. It's the absolute foundation for learning anything new. It's the humble starting line for every great thinker. But of course, it's never that simple, is it? There's also a really strong, very logical argument against this idea. So let's flip the script and look at the other side of the coin. The biggest counter-argument is that we're basically comparing apples and oranges. Think about it. Intelligence is a cognitive trait. It's your brain's raw processing power, right? Your ability to solve problems, your memory, your reasoning. Humility, though, that's a character trait. It's a personal quality. The argument here is that you just can't use a personality trait to measure a cognitive ability. They're in totally different categories. And let's be honest, we can all think of people who prove this point. History is absolutely filled with undeniably brilliant people, total geniuses in their fields, who are also incredibly arrogant. Their lack of humility didn't make their breakthroughs any less real or their brains any less powerful. So, we have a conflict. How do we resolve it? Well, the key lies in making one crucial distinction, a distinction that honestly reframes the entire debate. We have to talk about the difference between intelligence and wisdom. Think of it like this. Intelligence is the raw horsepower of an engine, but wisdom is knowing how to drive the car. It's the skillful application of all that knowledge. And that process absolutely requires humility. You just can't use knowledge well without the self-awareness and perspective that humility gives you. So here's the verdict. Is this statement, humility is the true measure of intelligence, scientifically, literally correct? No. Probably not. But its real power isn't in being literal. It's a philosophical insight that points to a much deeper truth about what it means for intelligence to reach its absolute full potential. This refined version really gets us closer to the heart of the matter. Just think about that for a second. Humility is a necessary condition for intelligence to become something more, to evolve into wisdom. Without it, intelligence is just incomplete. It's like a powerful tool without a master to guide it. And all of this brings us to what might be the single most powerful idea in this entire analysis. It's a beautiful metaphor that just perfectly captures the role humility plays in shaping our minds. Just let that sink in for a moment. Without humility, intelligence becomes a mirror. With it, it becomes a window. That single sentence, which interestingly the source material says was generated by an AI, just brilliantly sums up the entire argument. Let's break it down. The mirror. Intelligence without humility is totally self-obsessed. All it does is reflect you back at yourself. It shows you only what you already think you know. It becomes a weapon to defend your ego, to justify your own brilliance, and it traps you in this closed loop of intellectual vanity. But when you add humility into the mix, that very same intelligence becomes a window. It lets you look out, beyond yourself. It opens your mind to the vast world of things you don't know yet, to different perspectives, to truths that exist outside your own echo chamber. You see, the mirror is a dead end. The window is an infinite beginning. So we end with this final, powerful thought. Humility isn't just some nice little add-on for a smart person to have. It's the final, essential stage where intelligence actually matures into true wisdom. So the question we should be asking isn't just how smart are you, but what is your intelligence looking at, a mirror or a window?